Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and welcome back to my Star Wars franchise review series. So, just a while back, I reviewed Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which I'm going to be reviewing all these movies leading up to the release of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. So, without further ado, I now present my review of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones from 2002.
Anakin, don't do anything without first consulting either myself or the Council.
He's holding me back!
I'm a Jedi.
A Jedi? What do you know?
The boy has exceptional skills.
His abilities have made him arrogant.
You're not all powerful, Anakin.
Well, I should be.
I see you becoming the greatest of all Jedi.
No, Anakin, no!
Rated PG.
Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones stars Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, Hayden Christensen, Frank Oz, and is directed by George Lucas. The plot of Star Wars Attack of the Clones is that 10 years after the invasion of Naboo, the galaxy is on the brink of civil war, under the leadership of a renegade Jedi named Count Dooku. Thousands of solar systems threaten to break away from the Galactic Republic when an assassination attempt is made on Senator Padme Amidala, the former Queen of Naboo. 20-year-old Jedi apprentice Anakin Skywalker is assigned to protect her. In the course of the mission, Anakin discovers his love for Padme as well as his own darker side. Soon, Anakin, Padme, and Obi-Wan Kenobi are drawn to the heart of the Separatist movement and the beginning of the Clone Wars. Why am I positive with Attack of the Clones? I will say, the effects are a lot, well, let's just say a little bit better than Episode 1. I don't feel like the effects in here are quite nearly as dated as The Phantom Menace. So, that's a plus. John Williams' music, once again, is really good. He just nailed the music out of the ballpark. Honestly, I think the humor in this was better than the first one, because the main comic relief in the first one was Jar Jar Binks, and he was fucking annoying in that one. But in this one, most of the comic relief comes from R2-D2 and C-3PO, and they're normally pretty funny. And I did laugh at a few of their, moments, like silly moments. So I actually do like the addition of Count Dooku, who is the main antagonist for this movie, and portrayed by the late great Sir Christopher Lee. Rest in peace. And it's kind of almost like he's going back to his Dracula roots a bit. It's like this is technically Count Dracula, but in Star Wars. And also, I do like Ewan McGregor in this one as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really do. I think he's gotten a lot better since Episode 1. Also, Mace Windu in this is pretty cool, portrayed by Samuel L. Jackson. Plus, that purple lightsaber is pretty fucking awesome. Also, I like the action in this one better than the last movie, actually. I thought the action sequences were done much better. Oh, and Jango Fett was pretty cool, too. Oh, and another positive I would say is that they have, they decided not to show Jar Jar as much, although he's still mainly in the movie, but not as much as he was in Episode 1, so that's a plus. Because for me, the less Jar Jar, the better. And honestly, that's it for positives, really. What are my negatives with Attack of the Clones? Honestly, for me, the biggest part comes with just the story. There's so many different subplots in this movie. And also, this is really the movie where should have been we really started to see a lot of Anakin struggle with the dark side and everything, just seeing a bit more of his anger and all that stuff come into fruition, because this is the second part, part 2 of this trilogy, in which it's trying to show Anakin's descent to the dark side, therefore becoming Darth Vader. And we get some moments of that in this movie, but not many. And a lot of it just, I feel like George Lucas confuses anger, being legitimately angry in it, with whining, actually. And Anakin in this just kind of comes off as annoying, especially when he's all whiny in it, And also the whole fact that a lot of this is really more of a love story, and it's forbidden romance between Padme and Anakin. And now here's the thing, I think that could have been done well if they had a competent enough director and writer for all of that stuff. George Lucas, on the other hand, did not do that great of a job with that. I mean, there's literally no chemistry between Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen. And knowing that Hayden Christensen in this movie kind of gives off a lot of stalker vibes, especially when he's with her in that. It's like, and knowing that throughout this movie there was no, like, at least before they quote-unquote start to fall in love, there was no kind of sign that she was at all interested in him. It was mainly him after her. And it just didn't felt natural and everything. Plus, everybody just, like... plus, a lot of the acting, especially from Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman, just, you know, were, you know, pretty, robotic a lot of times. And here's the thing, especially with, because I heard these actors are really good in other stuff. Like Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman, and all... and all of that stuff, but if you were to watch these prequel movies, you would not be able to tell that. Now again, I don't blame the actors, I just mainly blame the direction and the writing, which was both George Lucas. I don't think he really knows how to, you know, write really good dialogue and everything, and I don't think also he really knows how to do stuff like pace stories well, and really direct his cast, really. Like, again, from the behind the scenes of these movies, I've noticed, it's like, they almost got no direction. And when they did, it wasn't really good direction. And know what, George Lucas is a person where it's like, once he convinces something is good, he sticks with it. Now, sometimes that could be a good thing to have. But, sometimes what you think is good is not the best route. You know, especially if you're not, well, that talented in what you might in just with films, really. I mean, films is difficult, I know. It's really difficult to make a movie, trust me, I know. I've been making movies for the past 10 years now. So I know how difficult it is. And knowing that, weirdly enough, even though this is meant to take place 10 years after the Phantom Menace and these characters are now grown and everything, and like, we still don't really find out anything about, especially our two main leads, with Anakin and Padme. We really don't really find out anything at all about them. At least anything of anything of worth. So with that said, I'm going to give Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, a 3 out of 5 stars. Honestly, for me, I just think it's an okay movie. I think it's just an okay kind of sci-fi action movie. You know, if you want to just go watch the film just for the action alone, you'll get your fix. But if you're looking for anything that has, you know, really good story and everything, really good, great dialogue, like really well written stuff, then this is probably not the movie for you. So that's it for this review. Tune in next time where I'm going to be reviewing Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.